Caleb. Please like and subscribe. It's time for Caleb's choice.
His choice.
His rules.
His rules.
Oh, I think she got it.
I think you got it.
I think you may have got it.
It's right before it starts to
We'll
flash.
have to see it.
She was counting.
Oh my gosh, I'm
head.
so excited because I think I honestly got
I
it.
think you may have got it too because I'm
Yeah.
watching the sound bars. That last week I wasn't paying attention. This week I was like,
That's pretty
I was
close.
gonna say I've edited enough times I can tell right when it's getting ready to.
you know what? We may have to send you a cookie on that one. Yeah, we'll send you a taste test.
I'm so excited to listen now.
All right. The first question of the day.
It's the little things.
It is
Yeah.
the little things.
Who are you taking in a fight, Godzilla or King Kong?
Ooh.
Damn.
What?
I'm gonna say King Kong.
Why?
I love Godzilla, but I mean he's got that projectile. But King Kong, I feel, is just a little bit. He can outsmart.
Okay. I agree with King Kong, but isn't Godzilla a lot bigger than King Kong?
Yes,
Okay.
but I think King Kong outsmarts.
Okay.
But can't Godzilla, like, does he breathe fire?
Yes.
Okay.
Like laser fire.
Yes, and he screams really loud.
Really loud. And he
Really
breaks
loud.
things with his tail.
That's
Yes,
true.
he does. He
Yeah.
whips
But he's
it.
slow.
Yeah,
He is slow, but
he is slow.
Wow, I like this question.
I do too.
I want to watch the movie again.
Whatever. You haven't even watched the end of Stranger Things
Answer the question.
or
Josh.
Ozark. And who knows what other
Oh.
movies.
By the way, I need some Apple TV in my life.
Well,
What, so you
yeah,
can
tell me
like not
when.
watch something else?
he won't finish it. He'll start something, but he won't finish it.
Like, when you're ready, text me because I've got to log you in for my computer, my Apple computer.
I almost did a couple days ago. I almost
Yeah,
did.
you
So-
can anytime you want.
All
Who
right.
are you picking in a fight, Holly?
You know, I at first because he's breathes laser fire and has a big. I was gonna go for Godzilla, but I honestly think that King Kong's gonna do it. Just because he's smart and he's fast and like he could get away from the laser fire and the tail and he's
Laser
like,
fire's gonna
Yeah.
shoot on Twitter.
Laser fire. I love it. Oh.
yeah, I'm going.
It's.
Yeah.
I mean, you instinctively almost want to say Godzilla, but then you're like, you really think about it. It's like, I think King Kong would
The
win.
agility is
The
what it is
quickness
for
and
me.
Yeah.
I'm figuring going with King Kong unless it's in water.
Yeah,
Then Godzilla wins.
All
that's true. Yeah,
Sorry, Japanese
Totally.
folklore.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right. With it's IRL with college.
Yeah.
Okay. With that going on, would you want to have a cap per like college to pay their individual athletes, or would you want individual athletes having a cap? Like they can't get paid over $1 million, or like the college can't spend over like 20
It's gonna be
million.
really hard to put in the description of the video, Caleb.
Damn, that's a deep one. He's he's
Or to
getting all
just free
business.
for all and just pay whatever you want for any athlete.
I would. So okay, so the individual per.
Yeah. Because Nick Saban from Alabama wants it capped as an individual athlete, so they can't get paid over a certain amount.
Yeah. Then still the big money wins because you could just buy more players.
So yes, so I would think it'd be better to cap
Overall
say the
budget.
sport. Say the sport can only spend, like football can only spend 20 million, and they can get whatever they want. Basketball can only get whatever.
I think that's better.
Would you divide it up that way?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Josh?
I'm tired of it all.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why
I
brought it up.
love
too.
sports. I really do. But why don't we just make it another professional league? I mean, that's what
Pretty
it
much
is
what
now.
it is, yeah.
And you'll
Yeah.
get kids to stay longer because they can make money in college. I get it. And people feel like they should make money because it's becoming a billion-dollar business. But here's the problem with that. Now, like Peacock, if you want to watch Big Ten Game of the Week, you have to have the streaming service.
Yeah.
I mean, the NFL is actually getting so big. There is a wild card game coming up next year that you can only watch on Peacock streaming. So you have to buy that streaming service to watch the NFL now. It's not free. I feel like I don't really care which way they go with it. I feel like what they're doing is killing their sports.
Yeah,
There's going to come a time where either I'm just going to watch the Pac-10, or I'm just going to watch the SEC, or I'm just going to watch the Big Ten, or the Big 8, or Big 12, whatever it's called anymore, because I'm not going to have 8 streaming services. And so then it's going to get super regionalized, and then the care of the bowl games and the playoff system isn't going to necessarily be there. And which network is going to have that? What streaming service is going to have the first round? What streaming service is going to have the second round?
True.
Eventually, enough is enough. I'm not spending the money on it. I'll look it up maybe for a couple years to see who wins, and then I'm going to quit caring.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to be the old guy in the room that goes, this is stupid. That's not how it was done in my day. But the reason the NFL is where it's at now is because it was free.
Yeah.
True.
Not going to the games, obviously, but now that's got out of control, where you really can't even go to a Chiefs game and sit in nosebleeds, one person, if you include parking, a drink, and a hot dog, it's going to cost you like $400.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm not taking my family of 4 and dropping. It wouldn't be quite $1,600 because you only got to pay parking once. I get it. I understand math, but I could still follow along
Yeah.
for free at home and maybe splurge once a year or once every 2 years. See where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm not even caring enough to watch every individual game, why would I ever go to the stadium?
Damn.
Like, I'm not paying.
True.
I'm not going to pay the NFL, say, $100 a year or $400 a year, whatever that number ends up being, to watch all the Chiefs games. I'm just not going to do it. Because then as that happens, why did DirecTV, what was it called? NFL Ticket?
Sunday ticket.
Why'd that fail?
Because nobody want to pay for it.
Did it
Nobody's
fail?
going to pay that kind of money for it. Yeah, I mean, it's like they did not make the money they were wanting to make on it.
YouTube picked it up.
Yeah,
I think.
YouTube has it now.
Oh, I didn't
So
know.
it's not
Oh,
like
you're right.
It's not a
Yeah,
huge,
you're right.
it wasn't a huge money maker for DirecTV, or they would have kept it, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, but now I got to have 8 different logins. I got enough passwords memorized in my head to kill a small
Right.
baby.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. This isn't.
Wow.
This isn't a thing that
Wow.
I'm interested in
Damn.
at all, and not just college. When it comes to the NFL, if that's the way it's going to go, which I really do think it's going to head that way. Your Thursday night games, you're going to have a streaming service for. Your Monday night games, a streaming service for. Sunday night football, which is one of my favorite games, is already on NBC. Where do you think it's headed?
Peacock.
You can't pay the much money that they're paying for the rights to the NFL and not get
People
more
will quit
revenue
watching
somehow.
Because
Well,
Amazon
Monday
just
Night
dropped-
Football's now on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, but Peacock, you can still. But here's the thing about that,
Thursday
though.
nights, though.
The
right?
local teams can still show it on their local station. When it comes to the Peacock wildcard game, that is not the case. It is exclusively on Peacock.
Even if it's local, you said?
Yeah, even if it's local.
Wow, that's
That's
So
what's gonna
that's
change.
the first time ever, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to evolve into, maybe not the very next year, but that's going to be every special game that's not Sunday afternoon.
So this is the beginning of the end.
It is.
I believe it is exactly what I was getting ready to say. I think it's the beginning of the end of college and professional sports as we know it.
So people ought to just forget those sports and get into battle bots.
Or just
That's a great
I-
one.
let me.
Battle
I know
bots.
this is not what Caleb's choice is supposed to be about, but you freaking lit
I
a
know. That's
fuse,
why
all
I
right?
ask it.
Dang
I-
you.
How
Look what
many
you've
people? How many people during
Are you-
COVID realized professional sports didn't mean as much to them as they thought it did?
Yeah.
A lot of people, right? They
I'm-
went and didn't spend all the money they spent in baseball that summer for sure. The
I
NFL
agree.
is king, so they still got that. Like for at least some of the towns, some of the people got to go to games.
Baseball
I mean-
wasn't recovered, really.
Baseball has not recovered.
I
I mean,
used to not wanna
Oakland's
miss.
averaging like 4,000 fans a game.
Yeah.
The Royals,
lot.
if they're averaging over 10,000, they're lying.
The Royals? Who? I mean,
People know who the Royals are.
I'm just
But
being
what I'm saying is-
sarcastic, but
Yeah.
It was less than 10 years ago we won the World Series. Now you can't get 10,000 people to show up to a game
yeah.
because people realized over that summer it wasn't worth spending $200 to go watch a baseball game.
Oh.
And they think it has to do with how long it takes for a game to go on. like we got to speed up the game. No, it costs too much freaking money.
Yeah.
And people are tired
Well,
of
you're
it.
paying the athletes too much.
Tell them that.
Yeah.
But where's that
Yeah.
money coming from? Eventually, you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
So,
Anyways, so
Ollie.
don't care. Wow. Sorry to you guys.
Well, we
Sorry
should
to
take a
anybody that
break.
watched through that whole rage
let's
there.
just take a break real quick.
Are we taking a break?
No.
No.
I'll put
Ollie,
it-
what's your
I'll
answer?
put it in there.
The college or the. I probably would go with a cap per player.
Per player.
Yeah, because I don't know. That's a tough one. Here's the thing for me is I love college sports.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you why. I've always been that person that loves college because you almost can feel the passion behind them playing because they want to get to that next level to get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going to work hard or harder, I feel like, to get to that. I know that they, get incentives. I know that all happened back then. But in order to make it legit, you had to work hard so that you could get into the NFL or the NBA. And now that they're getting paid, it's like, is that like passion still going to be there? Are they still going to want to go to professional level? Or does it matter? Like, is it going to matter that much to them because they're already getting paid?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. They probably are getting paid a lot.
Yeah. It takes the motivation away.
I think it does. I think
Well-
it's going to hurt the sport.
I'm not going to rant, I
I was
promise.
gonna say,
But what sport do we currently know of that pays the people that are in the professional level? It's an easy
That
question.
does pay?
Yeah.
that's not this college football.
Now, what sport to not play
Oh,
at the professional, like highest level of professionalism pays the people that
Baseball.
are baseball?
yeah.
How much passion is in minor league baseball? I mean, some of the teams have a local following because it's the only team they can go to because they'll put those teams in like Wichita, Kansas, which is really hard for anybody in Wichita, Kansas to drive 4 hours anywhere to see a major league game. So you
Yeah.
adopt it. But
The passion's there.
nobody cares about minor league baseball. And I'm not saying that that's what college sports is going to turn into, but I sure hope it doesn't. And if it does,
Gosh, I
Then-
hope it does.
that would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. The passion is with you. The innocence of college sports has been gone for a long time. Even though we could pretend it's not, it's been gone for a long time. I would
Yeah.
say since the 80s probably. There's been under the table to stuff happening. And
100%.
But
Yeah.
I'm with you
I
on that,
actually
Holly.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people. We know people and like NAIA Division II schools that were being paid to play basketball.
Yeah.
That's the lowest that you can play at the college level besides it being JUCO and being paid money to play at certain schools. So, yeah, whatever. I don't know. I just think they're going to ruin it.
Ready for the next question?
When the average person can't afford to go to a professional sporting event,
No.
then you've overpriced yourself and you pay your
Exactly.
people too much.
Does your next question involve salary cap?
Maybe.
Sorry.
All right. So
No,
if I
it's good.
handed you guys an envelope,
Yeah.
and inside
You
the
did.
envelope, it gave you the time and date of your death, would you open it?
No.
Oh.
I wouldn't
If
either.
what?
Morbid.
If I handed you an envelope, and in that envelope it told you the time and date of when you are going to die, would
And
you
like
open
it was real.
And like it
Like
was
that
going
was
to be
the
true.
real time and
Yeah.
date.
Like, would you want to know?
I would open it.
Would you?
Yep, I would.
I would absolutely.
I would rip it up.
I'm
think
too
burn it.
curious.
I'm going to burn it.
No, I would open it.
Don't you think that would affect the way you live?
Yeah, but I think for the positive.
Do you? Yeah.
I see. I'm the same way. I feel like I will live my life to the very fullest, not really, and then I can make sure that everything's in order for my daughter when
Yeah.
I'm gone. Like, yeah, I think I would rather know.
But shouldn't you be living that way now?
I was
should.
just getting ready to
I'm
say
just
that.
saying.
But here's the thing too
Oh.
is if it's like
Yeah.
I'm 85 years old, then I'm not going to feel guilty taking a nap on a Saturday afternoon because I got some
Right.
days
Yeah.
But if it's in 6 months, I ain't taking that nap on a Saturday afternoon.
I got you.
You know, financially, I can't really change the way I live. I mean,
Yeah.
I could be a little bit less frugal, but I would probably not, because I still want to be able to leave something to the people who will be left behind. My wife is a very emotional, like, soft-hearted person. I would love to be able to prepare her for that day instead of it being Josh is dead, because she's gonna flip out, and dude, you're gonna have to deal with that.
No, I won't be around.
Yeah, you will. So I think I would actually, and not for morbid reasons, but like Holly said, be a good way to prepare people.
Yeah.
And
So you would tell
Yeah, and
people?
you get a chance to say goodbye to everybody.
I don't know that I would tell
Like-
everyone unless it was soon. Like, hey man, I'm gonna be checked out in 3 weeks.
Which I wouldn't
Right.
open it.
But my wife would know. I would tell her.
But see,
Yeah,
I
I
think
feel
that
like-
would, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I feel like it would. You are preparing people, and you can actually say goodbye to them. And you. I mean, there's things that we take for granted
Yeah.
because we don't know. And I feel like those things, and it's not even like purposely,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
take them for granted. We just do. And so I think knowing would make us way more aware. Like we all know we're gonna die eventually, but knowing you're gonna die 6 months from now, tomorrow, oh, you better believe. Like, I would stop taking the little things for granted for sure.
Yeah.
I would be more aware,
Yeah.
more aware of what I'm taking for granted.
Well, we get tired, right? And I think that's a lot of the reasons why we take things for granted is because we get worn down. And so it's like, okay, yeah, that's important, but it's not that
Right.
important because I'm tired. But if you knew you had 3 weeks, dude, that'd be an adrenaline rush, and I don't think you'd be tired. You'd still have to sleep or you'd die sooner than that. But
Yeah.
I think it would be different,
Yeah.
and I do think that you would live life differently, and I think that's okay. But I do think part of what makes us unique is that, and way we are the way we are is because we don't know when.
Yeah.
So that would change
got
things
you.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
But the unexpected teaches you lessons.
True.
Right?
Well, we're not going to get to know.
Or it teaches
It's not a
other
real
people.
choice.
It's not a real choice. No, I don't have an envelope.
You don't have the envelopes?
I don't have the envelopes.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
out then.
you handed me an envelope this morning, so shit.
Yeah, you did.
I mailed one to Holly, but no.
She didn't get it though.
Holly didn't get it, so
Voodoo. Don't open
Alright.
it, burn it.
Sorry.
Was that your last one?
that's it.
That's
Yep,
it.
That's my 3.
Holly, what's your question?
All right, so I want to know, and it's kind of funny that you did a die question because mine's a die question.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is just a morbid week, full moon.
Full moon.
Full moon.
Right. What is the biggest fear you have on how you'll die?
Oh, mine's easy.
What's that?
Drowning.
I was gonna say
I
drowning.
do not want to drown.
That
I
was
don't
a-
either.
that
I'd
was-
rather burn alive in a fire because
Yeah.
your nerve endings will at least like dissipate, and at some point you won't have pain. But drowning,
drowning or suffocation.
But burning in a fire.
I
Which
feel
is the
like
same thing.
suffocation. I would feel like I had a chance. Drowning,
Your
I know
nerves
I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Like I know that
It
because I
burns
can
the
see I
fire,
can't
your
make
nerves
it there.
eventually go
Gosh.
like faster than anything
Yes.
else. Your
Yeah.
nerve,
Yeah.
so you don't like you feel it for a good couple, probably a minute, and then you're done. Like,
Depending on
Yeah.
you're talking about fire.
mhm.
Depending on how hot the fire is, it could be way faster
Well,
than that.
Well, that's true. Like, you better pray that it's like a scorching.
White hot fire. Melt.
True. Yes.
What about you?
Drowning. Yeah, I've
Drowning?
always been that way.
That
Yeah.
seems unanimous.
Yeah.
Drowning.
Yeah.
No, that's not mine.
What's yours?
Dying in the freaking shower.
In the
How you dying in the shower?
How you gonna die in the shower?
What? Falling on your
What?
head?
I almost died in the shower like last week.
Hitting your head? Like
Yes!
slipping?
I
Yeah.
hit my head. Yeah.
Oh dang.
So I have like a shelf like thing in the shower, and I was shaving my legs and I slipped and hit my head on that and like was on the shower floor and thinking, you're not going to either die or pass out here. You better get your ass up and get it together.
Dang.
Because I saw And I was like, can you imagine you guys dying in the shower? And whoever finds you, you're just naked.
Oh,
or like,
I got no shame, Holly. I have no
Gosh.
shame.
That would be.
that would be like the worst. Like, I can't. Like, that's my biggest fear is to die naked and have like the like EMTs and stuff come in and you're like naked on the floor.
But you're dead, so that doesn't
Well,
matter. The guy at the morgue's gonna see you naked. You do realize
Right?
that.
Somebody's gonna see me. That sucks. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. It goes through my head.
I could
The
be.
guy at the
No.
morgue is going to see you naked.
Have you seen Final Destination? The movie.
Which one?
Yes.
There's like 7 of
Okay,
them,
it's
isn't
like
I
one
know.
of
I
those.
was gonna
Yeah.
say, well,
It's like one of those kind of things. Yeah, there's like 7 of them.
They're actually
So-
making another one.
When you open,
You know what? I always freak out when you drive by the log truck on the highway, and I'm like, I remember this in the movie.
Yeah.
It's gonna like break and.
it would be real
Coming
freaky
for
if
me.
that envelope you opened that Caleb mailed you had the date and the cause was death in the shower.
Have to wait and see.
I would die.
Mowing valve.
I would die. It better not be.
So do you have a shower curtain or do you have like a glass door?
It's a glass door.
Okay. Because our grandpa
Yeah.
had a friend that slipped in the shower and fell through the glass door and it like cut his leg all to pieces.
Did
See?
he
And
die?
then
I
like,
think
he
he might
probably
have
couldn't
died.
He
get
did
up.
die.
He
I think he
did?
bled
It
out.
cut
yeah.
his artery and he
Yeah.
bled out in the shower.
Fudge.
See? That's scary.
See?
Like, no.
Time
Shower
to get a shower
curtain.
curtain.
Time for shower
curtain.
But even getting hurt in the shower, like
Yeah.
cutting yourself before you have to call somebody to come in and help you, I don't think you could get dressed. Like,
What kind of razor are you using?
I mean, I
Straight
didn't.
razor?
They had the old fashioned.
I'm gonna take showers differently now.
Have you ever
I'll be like,
fallen in the
huh.
shower?
No. Maybe. I don't remember a time.
I fell out of the shower.
I don't think I have.
I was like stepping in the shower and hit it was slippery and I fell down there.
Maybe
You
as a
don't have
kid.
a rug?
Have
I
you?
no,
Have
I
you
was
ever
washing
fallen?
it.
No, I've never once fallen in the shower.
I was
This is
washing
like a
it, right.
thing.
I
Well,
mean,
I lost balance. It wasn't so much a slip. It was like I was, bent over shaving and I lost my balance and just
well, I could
right
see
into
that,
the
but
shelf.
I think
And-
maybe I've slipped and
I
stubbed my
could see
toe in the
that.
shower, but I never even came close to falling down.
like a new girl kind of
Yeah.
thing, like on the show. New girl.
New girl.
Oh,
It's
you've
happening.
watched that one
Yeah.
all the way through?
Oh shoot. Yeah.
No, probably not.
No.
Yeah.
It's happening.
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.